Hi everyone, this is Andy, the EduTechie. I'm going to be at the OETC conference, which is coming up February 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's coming up right around the corner. I'm really excited about it. With me today is someone who I hope you'll meet at the conference, and this is Brandi Young. And just to give you a little background on Brandi, she earned a bachelor's degree of science in education from Ohio University and a master's in library and information science from Kent State. She taught high school English in Newark City Schools before moving into a middle school library program there. And from there, Westerville City Schools, where she was an elementary school media specialist in 3 buildings. I know how that goes, bouncing around. And then last year, Brandi expanded her education and accepted the challenge of becoming an InfoOhio iLibrarian with a focus on digital literacy. So I hope I did all that justice, Brandi. Thanks for joining me, and you have a really special role at OETC this year, and can you tell me about it?
Absolutely. So thank you, Andy, for having me. We're really excited. InfoOhio has a booth this in the OETC Innovative Learning Zone. We've invited many innovative educators from around the state to present on topics such as makerspaces, coding, STEM, how to build a touch table on a dime, and the like. The people we've invited are some of the most forward-thinking in the state. We're really excited for this and think the conference attendees will get great ideas that they can take home and place in their schools right away.
Those are really, relevant topics right now for education, and I love the idea of the maker spaces. Have you seen a lot of that in action, and are you as excited about the potential there?
Yeah, actually, so one of the projects that I've been working on with the focus of digital literacy is what we're calling a virtual Make It, so a maker kit. So what the virtual Make It will do with InfoOhio is it will allow teachers or librarians to create a makerspace from the ground up, either with no budget or a very little budget. And the nice thing is I took that idea off of schools in my area in Newark, so in Licking County, and I've partnered with a lot of schools in Licking County to kind of build makerspaces in their libraries. So it's really a new way of looking at a school library, and it's great to see the kids get involved and get excited to be in the library.
That is good. Tell us what InfoOhio is and how does it help student learning in Ohio?
So InfoOhio is a digital pre-K through 12 library, and we offer a variety of content and services to all of Ohio's students, teachers, parents, and of course librarians. And our vision is to transform teaching and learning by connecting educational resources with the power of information technology. So the idea, excuse me, is that we take all of these digital resources. We have instructional development, professional development for teachers, school librarians, and we also offer automation for our school libraries. And we empower our users, our students, our teachers, our parents through media literacy and the use of technology.
InfoOhio has helped design an innovative learning zone at OETC, and how does this capture the vision or the mission of InfoOhio?
So the Innovative Learning Zone is is a place that basically it encompasses our entire vision and our entire mission statement, that every child is a digital learner and a digital player. So we know that students are going to need these digital skills when they're adults in the workforce. So they're learning skills with social networking, they're learning skills with, online media, computer games, all of these different coding skills. So they're going to need all of these skills in their workplace, whether it be a physical workplace or a virtual workplace. So the Innovative Learning Zone is bringing game-like instructional tools that lead to deep learning in digital environments, and this is what InfoOhio is all about.
I hear you say, if you don't mind me asking this kind of follow-up question, I hear you using the words play and make and create. Are those the new words in education? I hope so.
I think so. I think especially as things like makerspaces and coding and app building become more and more popular, especially here in Ohio. I mean, we all know that on the West Coast we've got, Google, and, Google has definitely, changed the face of technology. So have other organizations. But I think that, as you know, here in Ohio, InfoOhio, I think, is definitely a big push of the create, the grow, the play, the make. We're really about diving into technology head first, teaching responsible digital citizenship, and just kind of carrying ourselves away with it. So I really hope that this is the way that Ohio is going. I think it is. I'm really excited for it too.
Well, one of the other words I heard you say is, on a budget. It's challenging times, I think, and is that also we're have to make do with less and maybe make more with less? Is that?
Yeah, I think, I look at Ohio and we have a variety of areas in the state. We have all walks of life here, all representations. So I look at some of the areas that I've worked in, and you have, some areas that are middle class, some that are upper class, some that are lower class, and you've got to be able to give an equitable, fair, just education to everyone. So if that means you have to learn how to create a makerspace per se on a budget, then that's what you have to do. And there are so many educators out there, like at our OETC Innovative Learning area. They're so innovative, and most of them do it on little to no money, and it's fantastic. And they also are so great with letting kids take over, and giving them one of the aspects of Makerspace is also doing a deconstruct. So you just give them, here's an old printer or here's an old computer that someone has donated for free, and you let the kids take it apart. And some of the coolest things that I've seen kids do is watching them take it apart and then seeing what they make out of those old parts.
And I think that's an advantage that I haven't really thought much about, but I think listening to your answer there, I think is very true, is that the maker movement does kind of repurpose things and recycle things just by nature, and that's a great thing. So it encourages exploration and encourages kind of reuse just by its nature. So that's a really great point. InfoOhio is known for developing, equitable, you mentioned that word, innovative resources for Ohio students, teachers, and parents. Could you share a couple other resources along those lines?
Absolutely. So some of our newest resources and products that we've come out with and we've developed, the first one is iSearch. And what iSearch does is it allows you to search almost all of our databases with one search and one click. So that's a huge benefit. So it's a discovery layer product. So much like what you experience at an academic library when you go to college, you've just got that one search area, and it brings up all of the articles, images, videos. So our environment does that now with almost all of our products, which is fantastic. My English teacher friends are all over it because it's a great one-stop shop. Then we've also partnered with Scholastic to launch their product called Storia, and Storia is an ebook collection, and we have licensed with them over 100 ebooks for our fourth graders in the state. So that's really great access for the students. It's also great because when they're reading the books, they've got actions that they can do in the books, like highlight, and they can take notes right in the book, which is great because all of those skills are also used on the next generation assessments that these students start taking in February. We also have 3 focuses this year. We have college and career readiness, we have digital literacy focus, and an early literacy focus. So those are our big pushes for the year, and we're hoping to continue to look at that next year, but more from the innovative standpoint of those 3 areas.
Well, it sounds like you've really got some pretty bold plans. So I'm really excited to see the space. I'm really excited to meet you. So it sounds like you're really doing some pretty innovative and fun things.
We're very excited, and it'll be so great to meet you in person, Andy. I'm looking forward to it.
Great. Well, are you ready for your speed geek questions?
I think so. Lay it on me.
They're painless.
Okay.
Okay. So here's my super famous app here, and this is a good one to start off with. Favorite? Oh wait, it tricked me. First storage device. So floppy disk, thumb drive.
Floppy disk.
Okay,
Yep.
the 3.5 or there's like the harder one, right? The
The
3.
3.5. Oh no, the three. I mean, that's taking me back. That takes me back to like elementary school. But yeah, the 3.5.
Okay. Well, I go to cassette, so I've got you beat. So I think I've pretty much got everybody beat. All right, here we go. This one's Mac, PC, or Chromebook.
Mac. I have a MacBook Air. I have a Mac Mini. I've got an iPad. I mean, my household's a Mac household, though my husband has a Chromebook and a PC and a Mac. So I like to dabble in everything just because that's part of what I do, but I'm a Mac girl, hands down.
Okay. All right, last one. Let's see what we've got for this one. And this is my Decide Now app, just so you know. This is
That's cool.
nice. Oh, favorite education blog. This is probably the toughest question.
Ooh. I have to pick one?
Yeah, I know. You can throw out a couple if you need to.
That's not very nice.
I know it's not easy.
Well, I really like Edutopia. I like their site. I like their blog. They're my first go-to with anything and everything. We have a lot of great blogs from our InfoOhio has ITCs that we work with, and all of our ITCs have their own blogs. And honestly, I go to our ITC blogs a lot, especially Nawaka's and Spark's, because Spark, Eric Kurtz got me started on next generation assessments. So I follow him all the time. Trying to think of what else.
What does ITC stand for? Forgive me.
ITC, it stands for Instructional Technology Center.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's tough to limit that blog question down to just one, but boy, you threw out a couple of good ones. And what was the last one? I don't think I've heard of that.
So it's one of our ITCs. It's called Spark.
Okay.
SPARCC.
Okay.
And his name is Eric Kurtz, and he works for Spark, but he has a blog, and he also does webinar trainings. But he has a Spark blog that's about next generation assessments, and he's the one who got me started. And then we also have another ITC, Nawaka, NWOCA, and they've got a blog that's on next generation assessments too. So it's really great. I really like how everyone at InfoOhio and everyone that works with us, it's just an exchange of information. You know, it's no one, you know, yes, it's InfoOhio's intellectual property, but we all share it. You know, Eric's stuff is his intellectual property, but you know, he gets me started on this, and then I'll send him, hey, did you see about, you know, this update? And he's like, no, I didn't. So then he'll send me an update. It's really great how well we all work together. I like it.
Well, I think that's the true education spirit, is the collaborative spirit. So it sounds like you're really doing some wonderful things there. And again, Brandi, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, and I'll see you in Ohio.
That sounds great.
I'll
Thanks
see you
so
at the
much, Andy.
conference.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.